Humboldt County is the global heart and soul of the cannabis industry, but it is also the brain and the intellectual property. So it makes perfect sense that the answers on how to regulate this industry would come from Humboldt County. In this county, we've had a couple of industries come through, and because they didn't want to regulate, they are no longer here. When they left, the job stability went with them. This is an action to create the very first industry in Humboldt County's history that is both environmentally and economically sustainable. In 10 years, we will either be proud of what we built or we will be ashamed that we did not stand forward and create this industry.
CCVH is about the future. CCVH is about moving forward. CCVH is about Humboldt County and protecting the heritage of Humboldt County. CCVH is about farmers. Yes, CCVH is about farmers. This community has come to the table, has come out of the shadows, has come into the light, and said it's time to move forward.
I'm Andre Carey. I'm the president of the California Cannabis Voice Humboldt. We're here today to release our draft ordinance for cannabis cultivation in 5-acre or larger parcels in the county.
This ordinance that we're releasing today is a template. This is going to be released for constructive criticism from our community. Meetings will be had throughout the rest of this month. These meetings will be with CAL FIRE, Fish and Wildlife, the Regional Water Board, also our local agencies, the Building and Planning Department, Environmental Health. We will take that constructive criticism. We will also be holding meetings with environmentalists who are our friends and our partners in this, which is why moving forward we have the ability to make history. We need all of these people to make sure that when people talk about Humboldt cannabis, they attach those words with salmon safe cannabis. Our brand is the environment. In Colorado and in Washington, they are building factories. Here in Humboldt County, we want to build a strong network of middle-class farms that are environmentally responsible. We're going to try hard to keep doing that.
What stands out most to me about this ordinance is it provides a clear pathway to legitimacy for farmers that want to do the right thing, but they don't know how. It gives a king's highway to come in from the cold, make things right, and get a provisional license so that you can have the sort of farm that you can be proud of. The ordinance that we give to you today is a labor of love and the works of our hands and our hearts. What we present to you is an unfinished product. We come to you in a spirit of unity and openness, and as we did from the beginning, we ask for your help. We cannot do this alone. On July 7th, we will address the Board of Supervisors, and we will lay out a 45-day schedule for public meetings and public comment and public feedback so you can provide verbally and in writing what is needed to make this the right fit for Humboldt County and hopefully serve as a template for the rest of rural California.
I think from the county's perspective, we want to make sure that when legalization does happen, whether it's done by the legislature or by initiative, as everybody is saying will happen in 2016, that there be a place in it for the kind of marijuana growing that we would see viable in Humboldt County.
California Cannabis Voice Humboldt claims now to represent over 1,000 farmers in this community. People have stepped out, and in the words of Harvey Milk, come out, come out, come out. Farmers of Humboldt, you have nothing to lose but your chains and your shame.
I think this will create a wonderful conversation for the future. Cannabis farmers will finally be able to come out of the closet and be able to be compliant and be treated as a regular member of society. So that's what we're most happy about.
And the grassroots have indeed empowered the grass tops. We have our local supervisors who we are dedicated to working hand in hand with, who have the wisdom and the knowledge and the leadership to help this community come up with the right solution for everybody, especially Supervisors Estelle Fennell and Ryan Sundberg, who've been working on the committee.
I think it's going to be a positive thing for Humboldt County. I've lived in Humboldt County my whole life. I've never moved from where I'm at now. And, cannabis has always been here. Everybody that's lived here long enough knows people that grow and knows people who smoke, and it's just not, trying to enforce it out of existence is just not work. And I think we're at a point now where it's just, let's see how we can make it better. And so that's where the ordinance comes into place and where state and federal laws, need to change.
In addition, Congressman Huffman has taken ownership of this issue, invited the lieutenant governor to come visit, and he too toured a good and respectable, environmentally friendly farm. And he said something that's taken to heart by all of us. If we don't work to right it with them, people are going to write us out. And we're here to right it with the community today.
I personally don't really believe that we should be in the position of attracting large industrial marijuana grows to Humboldt County. I think that would be very detrimental. So we have to find a way to codify and regulate this that makes it possible for people to, if they are growing marijuana, do so in an environmentally sound way.
There's a lot of anxiety amongst our farmers about moving forward, and there's a lot of anxiety from law enforcement about moving forward. The best days of the cannabis industry and of Humboldt County as a whole are yet to come. There is nothing to fear about legalization. I want to finish off with the fact that thanking back to the landers. They came here a long time ago, and how we proceed will either honor or dishonor the sacrifices that they have made over the last 50 years that include loss of life, loss of families separated by incarceration. I want to make sure that we honor the people who came here, who created this community. And I want to make sure that as we go forward, we make them proud. Thank you.